Hello, everybody, and welcome to Evening Vibes. My name is Riley J. Pronouns he, him. I hope you're having a pretty good Wednesday out there, Facebook and YouTube land, and anywhere else that someone might have shared this link where you're watching. Um, if you are watching in a place where you can comment, please feel free to put in the comments how you're doing today. I love to see how everyone's doing. If you're having a good week, a bad week, why that is. We're building a little community here on Evening Vibes, so please feel free to share how you're doing out there. I hope you all are doing amazing. I'm so glad that you're able to join us today. And yeah, let me see who's with us. Of course, we have my mom. Hi, mom. And we have Wendy. Wendy and M. Yes, M and Wendy both said it together. It's been a very stressful week. M, for those that don't know, M started her senior year of high school, and it's all virtual. So, what a way to kick off your senior year. I'm so sorry, M. And we're going to talk more about that. I'm super excited. We're going to have M in the beginning of October. I'm super excited to talk to her about what's going on. Jenna said the day off was not enough. That's real. When I have to go back to the real world of work, my days off are definitely never going to be enough. Oh my goodness, we have so many people joining us. Julie, hi Julie. I'm so glad. Brett, hi Brett. We have someone. I'm the worst, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. I want to say. I know that you're friends with Derek, so I'm just gonna wait till Derek joins. Derek can tell me who you are. And my boo Jaden. Hi everybody. Well, I think that's a great segue, and I'm very sorry. But I think that's a perfect segue. I'm gonna bring in our special guest. I'm super excited for all of you to meet. Some of you know them as Harley. Some of you know them as Derek. I just know them as an amazing human being. So everyone, please welcome our guest today, Derek.
Hi.
Hi. How you
How's
doing
it
over
going?
there? I'm
I'm doing
good.
all right.
Good. I was saying, one of your friends joined us. I just know because you tag them in everything, or not everything, but like your recent like pictures and stuff. But I don't know how to pronounce their name. It's like who took your profile picture?
Oh, Tiernan.
Yep, that person. They said hello, and I didn't know how to say their name.
Yeah, Tiernan. He's also a great photographer from the area.
That's awesome. Cool. He put the pronunciation for me. He said, "Don't
I
feel
love
bad
it.
about it." So you're doing good. Where are you at right now?
I'm in Rossford, Ohio.
Ohio. Ooh. Out of state fish. I don't think we've had anyone out of state on the show yet, so it's very
No,
exciting. Mm-mm.
I love it.
I've had some people visit me like from Ohio. Some of our other cast members have visited me to be on the show, but no one's called me from Ohio, which is very exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, do you want to do a little bit introduction of yourself so people get to know you? I know you, obviously.
You do, yeah. So my name is Derek Douglas. I also go by Harley D. Fontaine. I am your 2020 Miss Boylesque. I'm guessing it's going to be 2019 to 2021. Um, due to COVID, but that's okay. Any more time that I get to spend with the Boylesque family, I'm more than thrilled. It's phenomenal. I've really felt so welcome since becoming a part of that.
I'm glad.
Yeah, and I'm a photographer. I am also a makeup artist. I do some hair styling, but I don't do color. I typically do it for weddings and things like that. I've been in the makeup game for about 12 years now.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's me. I just live my day to day.
That's awesome. And now, so the photography, is that like a career? Do you do anything like outside of that for like the money, or do you get to do that as like your career?
I am full-time employed by myself.
That's amazing, and I'm highly jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. I was in the food industry for a really long time. And then I started bartending, which is hand over fist money. You know, you make great money when you bartend, but
Right.
there was something about at the end of the day being able to not have to check in with somebody or not have to get somebody else's vision of what they wanted with their drive to look like. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided that I was gonna step away from all of that. And thanks to my roommates, honestly, they really helped me lift my company off the ground.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And Jenny pointed out that you're an amazing photographer.
thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
um, so I asked you to bring some of your work, and so we have some of
I did.
that. Do you want to delve into that and talk about that a little bit? See what
Sure,
you got going
absolutely. I
on.
love that.
So, how long? While I get that pulled up, how long have you been doing this?
Just about 5 years.
Okay, very cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring up. Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, you're fine. Go, go. Bring up what
Okay,
you were gonna bring up.
I was just gonna say, so for the first picture, I have to bring someone super iconic that everyone's going to recognize, and I think everyone who has seen this man is gonna highly appreciate this picture. This just made me smile, and I think some of our fans are gonna get very excited about this. But we have here the fabulous Mr. Isaiah Cole or Corey Shorter.
Yeah, absolutely. So Corey and I have been friends for quite a few years now. When we did this, my best friend and also one of my business partners, Carl Graff, he
Mhm.
had this idea that he wanted to create a backdrop full of magazine covers, and this was actually one of the first professional like photo shoots I ever did. This was in my living room.
Oh my goodness, what
Yeah.
is what is he covered in? Is it
Um,
magazines?
well, it was a magazine. Actually, I'm pretty sure if you zoom in on that, it's like a pure romance catalog, which makes it even better.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I
That's
was
so
really
cool.
I was blessed to have a good subject for one of my first shoots.
Of course. People
Yeah,
are people are just stunned by it. They love it.
yeah.
They're living for it. What else do we have? I really liked this one as well.
So this is an entertainer from Toledo, Lex. He is a was actually he's doing great now, but he was in a pretty bad car accident last year. Made a fairly full recovery from what I understood, but this was at the Legends Pride stage,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, it was just during the night show. It was a shot I happened to catch, and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah, I love. Is that like an earring that's attached, or
No, so they actually are a they do circus performance,
okay,
and so it was I believe it was like connected to a rope if I remember correctly.
very cool.
Yeah.
That's that is amazing. Oh my goodness. And I just want to remind the audience that of course oh Corey Corey joined us. He said throwback, yes, pure romance. I
That
love
was
I
such a
just
good shoot.
it was that looks amazing. Corey said you've grown so much as a photographer over the years, just so amazing.
Oh,
Aw.
I appreciate that so much.
I just want to remind the audience, of course, if you have any questions for Derek at any point, please feel free to add it to our comment section. What else do we have? Well,
That you might have to relay to me because I can't see. So,
yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll
okay.
I'll relay it to you. No worries. I forgot to like totally throw out there that like if you wanted a second screen to watch the show, you can. I apologize for that. That was my fault
No,
for
that's
not
okay. I
telling
can see it all pretty
you.
much from here.
Cool. Then we have this one as well.
Yeah, so this was also another like family photo. A woman approached me. She lives a fairly gothic lifestyle. Her and her husband, they own a business here in Toledo. I'm
Okay.
not actually sure which one it is. She's a hairstylist from the area, and we connected through some people. And I set up a photo shoot, and we ended up doing it at my house. Again, Carl for the backdrops came in and turned my entire garage into a gothic style living room.
That's
It literally looked like
amazing.
he pulled my garage out of the Adams family. But this was my favorite shot from that shoot.
Totally. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I want that skill just to like recreate an entire
Me
room.
too.
That's amazing. I mean, we see in our shows all the time like makeup transformation, but like environment transformation is just like it's awe-inspiring.
Yeah, I've been truly blessed. We've been like pretty close friends for the last decade or so, and I've been able to really learn a lot from him, and our creative minds work really well together.
It's amazing. Let's
He's also my drag mother.
I love it. Yes. All the
You've
connections.
met Carl. Carl was in the dressing room with me.
Oh, yes, I have. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful human.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, great guy.
totally. And then on the subject of two people in duos, I also really like this one.
So this was taken in Ann Arbor, um,
Mm-hmm.
near all of the graffiti walls and all of the artwork that they have in downtown Ann Arbor. This is actually my two roommates. Um, they
Oh, wow.
yeah, this was their engagement session. They
Ah,
so we went up to Ann Arbor. We took some really cool photos. Unfortunately, their plans got a little pushed back because of COVID, so they're looking into next year and seeing what they're going to do. We haven't made any final decisions yet, but that's why I'm in my studio. I have six of those.
welcome, my dogs.
Um, it's all right. Um, but yeah, they truly, I'm truly blessed to know the people in this picture. To be honest, I don't know where my life would be today without either one of them.
That's beautiful. They look beautiful, like just beautiful
Yeah,
humans.
yeah.
And then who is this?
So this is my friend Lindsay. We met a few years back, and I
Okay.
had the opportunity to do with Carl hair, makeup, and photography for this wedding.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so the really cool thing is, this is actually Carl's hair and makeup. I won't take credit for this. Um, that was my gift for her for the day was his pampering. Um,
Yes.
and so I let him do his thing. But it was just that was the first time that I have ever shot a wedding that truly felt full of love, no matter where you were at. It was honestly one of the most beautiful days I can recall in a long time.
That's amazing. I
Yeah, and they're a beautiful couple. They have a set of twins and an older daughter. They're just a really beautiful family.
I think I wanted to just show off your logo as well
My
so people
logo,
could
yeah.
see your design and see when they see this, they see that it's your business.
Yeah, so this is D. Douglas Designs. I wanted to go with something when I decided that it was going to go in the designs route. I wanted to be something that wasn't so focused. So
Okay.
anytime you see me in a jacket or a t-shirt that has my logo on it, usually it'll say like photography by D. Douglas Designs or bridal by D. Douglas Designs. So there are some facets to what D. Douglas Designs could become, but I really enjoy that I have my hands in a few different pots when it comes to sewing and hair and makeup. So I don't want to, scope down too far.
Totally. Have you I'm gonna bring it back to it. Have you done any of did you study any of this in school or
So
self-taught?
I went to photography school for
Okay.
about a year. I have never ever done well in traditional school. I applaud those who can. Um, I can pick up information really well, really quickly. But when it comes down to sitting and it's the same thing of like working for someone else. I can't. I can't sit still that long.
Totally.
Um, and I've tried every facet. I have done online, I have done in person, one on one, and it's just not for me. I am all about learning, but I am very hands on. I need you to be able to put something in my hand and say, this is how you do this, or this is how I do this, and show me.
Totally. That yes, I agree. Oh my goodness. People are just they're so they're like this is so happy. I love this. Just everything in reaction
Oh.
to everything. They just love it. They love your art. How do people get in contact with you if they're interested?
So my website is ddouglasdesigns.com. Make sure there's an S at the end, because if not, you end up at some dude's website. That's not me. And it's clearly not me, because I am not a person of color. Um, and his picture is right up there. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, if you just go to the my logo is the first thing that you will see when you go to my website. So there's ways to contact me on there. I'm also on Facebook under Derek Douglas or Harley B. Fontaine, um, depending on which thing you want to get a hold of me for.
Have you? What's your biggest project you've done?
My biggest project I've done, I did a lot of the event photography for Leading Families Home, which is a large organization. They do housing and emergency like shelter for the homeless community in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm lucky. My mom's the CEO of that company, so I've been pretty blessed
Nice.
to have some, you know, gear into the nonprofit and to be able to see really what a donor network can do to change the community on even as small as a single family, you know.
That's
But
amazing.
their events, they do some major events. They have one called Summer in Paris, and it's an all white event. It's all white meal, all white attire, all white decorations. It's honestly a beautiful event, but they're pretty cool. But I would say the best and like honestly the most like challenging but rewarding event that I've ever done are my Legends Pride pictures. There's a few of them that I sent you. They're all in like the same color profiles. There's
Are they?
the one
Hmm,
guy is shirtless,
oh, I
and
forgot
then
to
the one has
download
the
that one.
spotlight in it. Oh no. Sorry, I should have just said download them all.
You said just pick some, and I was like,
Yeah, no, you're
ha.
good. You're good. It's
I
all on
do.
my anything that I'm referring to is also on my website. So,
There you go. I was gonna say I have some of you.
oh, my drag photos.
Yeah. I was like, if
It's
any
been a
of those
minute.
are from that, but it has been a minute. Do you want to transition gears a little bit and talk about that?
Sure.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Derek also doubles as a Harley. Let me get you pulled up. I really liked this action shot you had here.
That's at George's in Toledo.
I loved it. I
Yeah,
felt like you were just like living your life. I
I
just felt
was.
it.
That was actually the first time that I felt comfortable enough to show any kind of my midriff skin in drag. So it's funny that
Oh,
I felt so comfortable on stage. I was fairly heavy set most of my life before this. I'm still a pretty big individual. I mean, you've seen me in person. I'm not a small guy, but I was a lot heavier. And seeing my body in drag and the way my body transformed and the way my face had transformed over the years, it was really cool.
how did you? So going into that, how did you decide to do drag then?
So we'll go all the way back to 2008. I was a senior in high school. I
Mhm.
was going to Toledo Public Schools. They had block scheduling where we only had like we had certain classes one day and then other classes the next, and it rotated every other day.
Mhm.
I didn't have to go to school on one of those days. Not that I went to school on the other day, anyway. But that's besides the point. And after I came out and moved out of the house, which was in November of my senior year, I moved into the house of a go-go dancer from Brett's nightclub from back in the day, who
Ooh.
was really cool. I mean, we were great friends. We're still great friends today. He lives in Atlanta and he's doing the damn thing. And I got exposed to drag through Brett's a little bit, and then I found Caesar's Show Bar in Toledo, Ohio. And if Jaden has talked at all about Caesar's Show Bar, there are some memories, and it was around long before I was. I've heard stories about the days I mean, back into the '60s, and people talking about it. So
Wow.
it was really cool to be able to get a glimpse at drag there. The
Yeah.
first person to ever put me in drag was Amber Stone. Um,
Okay.
if I don't know if you're familiar,
I heard.
she's a
I've heard the
queen from
name.
Toledo, Ohio. He is a phenomenal makeup artist as well. I have a pretty cool group of artists around me that aren't just singular artists. They're so multifaceted, and it's really cool to see the diversity that each one of them can bring to the table. But
Totally.
Amber was the in 2008 was the queen, the transformation queen. She had that from one look to the next, and that's all I could see. So I asked her to paint me, and it was a wrap after that. Sylvia Austin had me on production cast and then eventually show cast. I am forever grateful for Sil. Mark has been a huge blessing in disguise in most of my life. There were some times where I went through some pretty dark periods and I had to back away from everybody. And people didn't know where they could trust me. And it took some time to rebuild some trust with a lot of those people. But Mark is one of those who really, I'm truly grateful for. I can't imagine where my drag career would be without him. Honestly, anybody in Toledo, they all pretty much base back to Sil, and she was the show director. She was the one who was in charge.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then recently, well, not like recent, but pre-COVID, you were doing a
Yeah.
lot of work, doing a lot of work with Hamburger Mary's as well,
Um, I
correct?
I was. I haven't really been there a lot lately. I've kind of have I haven't performed since before COVID. Um, Honestly, the last show that I did was the show that Corey and I did the duet during. That was the last time I've been in drag, and I did my Wicked number.
I
It's been
love
a really nice
that.
break, though. Derek has needed some attention. Harley was getting a lot of
Totally.
attention. It was really weird for me. Boylesque was my first title. So coming
We did
into
it.
not, yeah, yeah. So coming into not doing drag every weekend or even every month, being able to take 6 months off, 8 months off, into doing drag every month and never having facial hair was a
Yes.
very, I don't know. This is my beard is my like security blanket most of the time.
I hear that.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I like I like my transformation. It's not the drag aesthetic. It's not everybody's drag aesthetic. I think drag has truly become this, I don't know, quintessential like melting pot of
Totally.
everything that you could like you want to grab or can grab, or like take this couch cushion and put it on your head, make it fashion. You know,
Yes.
so like
100%.
but I truly like the traditional masculine male to feminine female transition, when it comes transformation, when it comes to my look. That's my personal, like, I like that. So when I have to go from being not bearded to drag, it doesn't feel like my transformation as much.
Totally. Oh, I love that. It's definitely, yeah, I've noticed it's definitely become like this huge melting pot of just like figure out what you like, and now it's drag.
Oh, and I had a hard time with that. I won't lie. I come from a very classic drag, fuchsia, black, white eye, hard
Yes.
cheek. I come from the classic, from learning from people that learned from the greats, and
Hmm.
it was hard for me because, when like bio drag became a thing and club kid, and I was like, what is this? And like, at first it was like, oh, okay, so like they're invading on our territory. And then I'm like, no, they're just like us. They don't,
Yeah.
just because their character may look a little different, they're doing the same thing.
Right. We've had a lot of conversations like that in like our dressing room for Boylesque, where it's like, okay, we want this new person that like wants to be involved. What do we all think about this? And I mean, it's really, I noticed the biggest shift is Ani. Ani is the one who's like helped the group be like, okay, but look, you
Yep.
can do weird stuff, and then
I
actually
love it.
doing it.
I
Yeah.
love
And then,
watching. I love walking into the dressing room for a bingo, and Ani's got like 92 colors from here to here, and like some of them are blended and some of them are not, and it's all super particular. But like,
yes.
but then it'll like just like the same person will wet their hand down and wipe it across their face and pull this sickening look off, but it's grabs so much attention from the crowd and is so extra all the time, and I love it. I truly love how true to Ani's self, I've watched Ani be.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, and it's just brought this whole new feel. It also brings new audiences, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. I'm looking to see what people are up to over in our comments. Oh, Nick loves when you do Demi Lovato, the confident.
Oh, I love my Demi Lovato mix.
I do too.
That
You know,
that goes over well at bingo.
it does. It does. It's like it's your pink. Demi Lovato is
Yeah.
your pink.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you?
I love that.
So I feel like this is always an interesting question. For when you do something so often, I'm always interested. Outside of drag, do you like Demi Lovato's music?
I do. I really
Okay,
enjoy Demi Lovato as a like as an artist. I don't like that. Um, I don't know. I feel like the media is so hard on our celebrities. Like,
totally.
just let everybody live their life. What does it matter what they're doing outside of, if they're not using their voice for bad, you know,
Right.
what's in our business?
Where did the name Harley come from?
So I've been a Batman fan most of my life. I have a Batman tattoo
Yes.
on my right arm. So, um, I the spelling and the name adapted a little bit. That wasn't my original drag name. Actually, Carl Empress Fontaine, my drag mother, made me work many a years to earn that last name. Um,
That's good though.
because
I like
because
that.
yeah, the Fontaine family really looks at the values that we hold, and we try to keep them close, and we try to make sure that the people that we're bringing into the family have those values as well.
Yeah, I like that there are drag families where they kind of just slap a name on it, and it's like family, and then you have the drag kids that you like never see or hear from again.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I like that
Yeah.
you have to earn it with that.
Yeah. Like I've always said, I will be anybody. If you need a drag parent, reach out to me. I'm here. I've learned some things over the years. I can't teach you everything. I can teach you what I know. It may not be
Totally.
the best. It may not be for you, but I'm more than willing to teach. But
You heard it here first. Harley's willing to teach.
however, the last name is a thing. It's a
Yeah,
thing that has to be earned. I had to earn it, and I would want my children to earn it as well when it comes to drag.
totally.
It made me
I
respect it more.
that that makes sense and also makes me feel better about the beginning of your name because I don't know if you're watching, but a few weeks ago I was like, we're gonna have Harley on the show, but I called you Harley Quinn, and I was like, we're gonna have Harley Quinn. I was like, that's
That's
not.
okay.
I
That
was like,
works too.
that's not her name. And then
That's
I
okay.
just like sat there and I was like, what is her name? I
Yeah,
love
no,
that.
that's okay. Yeah, no, the Batman thing's totally my it. Yeah, I don't even know. I cannot tell you the conversation or when it came down. I've been Harley for since 2008, and there a lot has happened between now and then. So I'm
Totally.
grateful. I'm grateful for the whole journey.
Have you? Oh, hi, Kevin. He said I just joined. Hello. Have Where else have you lived? Have you only lived in Ohio?
I have only lived in Ohio,
In the same city?
in the same city. Oh well, no, technically, I mean, yeah, I live right outside of Toledo. I grew up in Toledo, but yeah, like I could literally throw a rock to Toledo. So yeah, in the same city. Um,
So
but
you just
that's
see
going to
people you
change within the
know
next year. Yeah,
everywhere you go. You just see people that you know.
yeah. I went to three different high schools and four different grade schools, so I see people everywhere.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we moved a lot.
But you stayed in the same city.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
fair,
I don't know. I can't explain it. I was just along for the ride.
fair enough. You were saying. Sorry, I cut you off earlier. You were saying that it's not going to be the case for long. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
we're looking. Yeah, the roommates and I are actually looking at moving out of state within the next year. So
Look at you!
yeah,
Yes, big move.
yeah,
COVID.
yeah. Post COVID, hopefully.
Were you guys looking to move?
We're looking a little more west. Somewhere in the Seattle area, preferably.
Just a little west. Just a,
Yeah, just a little west.
I that's amazing. I'm glad that you get to. I think that's an experience people need to have is moving.
Yeah, I can't. I feel like when you have too many roots in the same pot, it becomes overcrowded and you kind of like block your potential for growth. And I feel like I have had 30 years of roots here and it's time to put them somewhere else. I
Totally.
love my city. I love the experiences that I've had. I'm super grateful for everybody that I've met here. I love that my family's here, but you can all still be here via plane ride.
Accurate. I know a big thing for me was when I moved across state for school. That was the first time I ever moved. I lived in the same house for 18 years. So to move
Yeah,
across state for school was just like a big thing. But now I'm still here even after school. So
right.
I think it's a big growing moment, no matter your age. I think it's just like it's an adjustment, it's a growing moment. So I'm very excited for you.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I don't know if Harley's gonna make the journey or not. That might just be, the the end of the road for her. But I don't, that's okay.
It's either gonna
It's
be
been a
that or
long
she's gonna
haul.
like burst out. Like
No, I really enjoy what I do out of drag and what I am able
totally.
to do and the experiences that I've been able to have. I love drag and I love the voice that it allowed me when I needed it. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I don't need that voice as much anymore because I have my own.
Yeah, that's that's beautiful. I love that. That's what I was saying about my drag before too. Is that like I needed it, and now I have my own voice, and I am who I am, and I just kind of
Yeah,
I was good.
yeah.
So that's I love that. They said yes, busting out of Toledo.
It's time.
The time has come.
The time has been long past due. They came and went and left, and it's time to hop on a plane.
So what else? So you do photography. You've done
I do.
drag.
I've done
What
drag.
what
I've
else?
done.
What else is
I've
under
done.
your belt?
I've done theater. Um,
Okay.
I did. I was a theater kid from 7 to 17. I
Yes.
did local theater. I was in a few high school productions. I haven't done any theater as an adult, and that is one thing that is on my bucket list is to do community theater. Um, and I just there it has to be the right show. There's been a few shows that have happened in Toledo that I've caught halfway through and I've gotten involved with or done backstage. I've stage managed as an adult. I've assistant directed as an adult. I just don't have any stage time as an adult. And it's it's time. It's at some point. I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not time right this second, clearly, because COVID. Um, but it is something that I would like to see happen for myself, even if it's just for one show. Um, when I formed friends with Corey, being able to see him in the shows that he's done and being able to see what he's done with his acting career and now his music career, he's so inspirational. And to be
Yes.
able to have that man be someone I get to call a really good friend is I'm so blessed. He is truly that guy that's like that beautiful human who obviously is beautiful to look at but is also like got the most beautiful heart behind him. But his
Yeah.
like it was cool to be able to like really reignite my passion for theater via him and the local theater community.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
it's so hard. He's so inspirational and I not for everybody, but for me, it's so hard not to be jealous of that man because he's so inspirational. Like I just want to be that. Like I,
and and how
I
are you
want to
that
be
talented? And how are you that talented and that pretty?
right. Like
Like,
usually it's one or the other. You don't get to have both,
yeah,
Corey.
he does. Oh, I can't wait to see what he comments on this.
My friend Jenna said that Seattle's a great place for community theater.
No, I love that.
So there you go. I've started doing because of COVID. I did my first on Tuesday virtual play reading group.
Okay.
I've learned that's a nice way to span out too. If you look for those, if you have the time to do them, but I mean, you can meet some pretty cool people that way too, and just kind of get your stuff out. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that
people
sounds pretty interesting.
people are saying thank you for introducing me to him. Oh my goodness. Yes, we all know you like Corey. We get it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. That he's a Boylesque favorite.
Oh, he is 100%. You like say he's
Well,
gonna be
he
at the
is.
show,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
people are just like,
I'm
"Oh,
so I cannot wait to get back in front of a crowd. I miss one-on-one interaction in the midst of 200 people.
totally."
Like,
It's
I never thought at 30 years old I'd be like, I want to be in a sweaty nightclub with loud music and, can't even breathe, can't walk 2 feet without touching someone. And it's only because I'm told that I can't.
right, but still,
Right.
people,
I really
human
enjoy this little
interaction.
backdrop you have.
Thank you. It's
I like it a
the
lot.
New York City
New York
skyline.
City. Yeah, I love that.
I am a theater nerd through and through, so
I
my
love
heart got
that.
very happy when you said you did
I've
theater.
got that from you. You spark up anytime I do something Broadway related, which
I
there
do.
is more to come. There's so
I'm
much
just
more Broadway
excited.
to come. It's honestly sad because I feel like I, as an entertainer, don't thrive in the virtual sense. I need that crowd and that energy, and that, like, I do love the, like, one with a camera. It's cute for a video. Give me 15 seconds, but to,
Hmm.
like, do a 5-minute number via, it's like, it almost, like, is making me forget my where my passions lied. And then, like, I watch stuff and I'm like, oh, the crowd, I missed that.
Yeah, there was a huge adjustment period for all of our cast members where it was
Yeah,
like, it almost felt like the show was dragging, not like externally, but internally. So it was like
right,
you don't have anyone to talk to, you don't have people to play off of. Like, oh, I have to like dance the whole time and not like mess with somebody during this dance break where I normally don't do
right.
anything. Like,
Like, what do you do during this number? Why do I feel bored? And why do I feel like I don't know what to do?
right. I know. I remember watching because when we first started doing virtual shows, people were still doing their go-to numbers, and
Yeah,
so watching them do their go-to numbers and not have an audience, like there was just someone there, like, like I don't
right,
know. I normally have a person here, like, but it's been so amazing seeing them now. I mean, we do it every week, so
right,
we've gotten past the adjustment, and seeing them branch out. They do new songs every week and songs they've never done before.
right. And songs that they would have never even, like, considered,
Yeah.
or, like, or ones that they've, like, wanted to do forever, and you've always heard them, like, play it in the background but never actually perform it.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Just, I mean, living with Jaden, that's been like a huge breakthrough for her of like, oh, I can do this because I don't have to worry about like seeing the people's reaction. I can just like live in the moment of the song like I do when I'm not in front of people. And
Right.
then being so confident in how it went and then adding it to her repertoire. So,
Yep. I love that. I love
yeah,
that. I
it's
miss
really
Jay.
cool.
I feel like I haven't seen any of you guys.
I know.
We're gonna
It's
need to do a, like, social distance boylesque barbecue or some stuff.
definitely. Yeah, I know. We've wanted people to like come be a part of our show, but it's just so hard because this house is tiny.
Yeah.
So
And that's, you guys are making do with what you have, and it's so thus far has worked really well.
I wish, maybe I don't, but sometimes I wish I could like show people the space that we're working with because it's like it's insanely small compared to like a room. Watching like Hershey do flips and go into the splits, it's like terrifying.
I love that. That's it's like watching her, like, when people are, like, starting to get up from a table and she, like, busts into a split and she's got, like, this much room.
Yes. I
And
mean,
you're
yeah,
like, yep, you did that, girl.
I guess in that respect, then yes, she has done it in smaller spaces. But seeing it in my actual house is just much more
Yeah,
terrifying because
and
she's right next to me.
right, and you're like, I might get kicked in the forehead, but it's fine.
Right. And I mean, you have that moment too because the dressing room is below. It's downstairs in the basement, and then you
Right,
like downstairs. They like feel the whole ceiling like shake, and it's a whole new
right,
experience.
right. That's honestly almost all of the older bars. Well, besides Brett's, so like George's and Caesar's, their dressing rooms were literally like right underneath the stage. So to hear some
Oh
of the
wow!
things and some of the people hit those stages, like you can always tell who's above you if you've been there long enough.
Right, you're like, oh, that person's performing.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. They're commenting on how they miss people and they miss hugs and they want COVID to be
Aw.
done.
I don't
That's
miss
real.
hugs, but I don't particularly like touching people, close people touching me.
You're
Not
like,
that I
this is
don't hug,
perfect.
but like my people get hugs. Like my like close people. I guess in drag I am kind of touchy.
That's fair.
Like I'm willing to like take pictures and like put my arms around people, but for the most part, like no,
Well, because it's
arm distance.
more of a persona. I think you just get
Yes.
so into the persona, which is great, that it just like comes a part of that persona of like,
Yeah.
oh, gotta be sociable now. Let's go.
Yeah. Which is I am. I'm fairly a social butterfly, you know. I've never had trouble making friends anywhere, but the like adjustment to like people don't realize that drag is like socializing, customer service, and
Yes.
like retail sales all at the same time.
Yes, it is an adventure, especially because you're normally performing for all drunk people. It's
Uh-huh.
just
And
that.
I
I
don't
mean that.
and I don't drink often. So,
Right.
you know, for me it's extra like, oh,
It's like, oh, this is happening. Great.
right.
I hate it. I know. I mean, that's one reason why we haven't, as a group, we haven't even considered returning to in person because just people who drink don't have boundaries,
Right. And it
and we're
puts
just
everybody at
not.
risk.
Yeah, we're just not ready for all that. And we've just become so comfortable. Like I don't have to leave home. Like I can have a full 2 hour show. I didn't even have to get out of my pajamas,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
no one even knew.
Right. I totally
That's
like put jeans and tennis shoes on and like got dressed and it was like, wait, they're only gonna see me from my waist up. What am I doing?
yeah, you get away with a lot with the with the virtual.
You do. I love watching the educators talk about the things that they've gotten away with during Zoom calls.
Yes. Oh my gosh, our educators.
Yeah, bless them. I don't, there is a reason. Like I told you, I am not one for traditional school, whether it be to teach or to, attend. So
Yeah. I
kudos.
know even Jade was like, I am not. I just can't this year. And I was like, full respect. I that would be insane to live with. I can't even
Yeah, I
imagine doing
can't.
it. It's just I'm just thinking of just all the different things they go through. It's just
Yeah.
insane.
I
And then
to watch the adjustment of like because like I have friends that are sending their kids to school. I have friends that are keeping their kids home and doing virtual. I have friends that decided to homeschool this year, and
mhm,
it's cool. It's cool to see how people have adjusted in
yeah,
the midst of crisis. Not
definitely.
everybody, not everybody reacts the same way.
Yeah. No, yeah. And it's such a hard choice. Any choice, I don't know how anybody made that
Yeah,
choice.
and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't. I I'm so happy that I don't have children in this social climate and in this like current situation. I because I don't know what I would personally have done. I To make a choice like that, I can't imagine. So yeah,
Yeah.
kudos to all of the parents out
To everyone that has a kid.
there. Yep.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Well, some of you. Some of you need to step up.
Accurate. Someone called Trump's mom, please.
Yeah,
Tell him what he
please.
did.
Yeah.
How
Someone needs
does
to be a tattletale.
does Trump even have parents? I've heard nothing about a family ever. I know
I
nothing
don't,
about
yeah,
that
you
man.
hear about like their children and siblings, but that's
Right.
about it.
Like he has kids. I think he has like a sibling. But does he have
Yeah,
a
that's about
mom?
all I know. I mean, I'm sure he does biologically. I just don't know that we know her. I also
Uh,
didn't like study up on Trump because, yeah,
right. Like
I'll
why
leave
would
it at
I
that.
want to know that? um, Julie said, "What do you think about digital photography versus traditional?"
I absolutely know zero about traditional photography. I don't know how to darkroom. Don't. I mean, you can give me a disposable and I can take it to Walmart. That's about as much as I can do with film. Um, I would love to learn because it is, the fundamental, you know, way of doing it. But I love what we are able to do digitally with images, and the fact that I can set up something to where I have like to not retouch digitally at all, and I can handle all of it from the outside and just capture what I can see with my eye is so cool.
Yeah, I know. I took intro to photography class in college as like one of my gen
Mhm.
eds, and it was the traditional like the film, and then you went to like a dark room and did like all this.
Yeah,
It's hard. We
yeah, it's
are.
time consuming, and
It is so difficult, and we are so. I mean, just blessed with the technology that we have. That it was so hard to know what it was going to turn out like, and most of the time it sucked.
right, and like if you're not like, especially with film, I've heard that either you have it or you don't.
Yep.
You either got it or you don't. And when you get into the dark room, it really is a make or break situation for some people. And
Yeah.
I like challenges like that, but it's not one that I've been able to like try out yet. So
We'd go to like the final project of like an assignment, like almost all the pictures are like blurry of everyone's project. And it's like, this was supposed to be a tree. It's a blob.
yeah,
Because I
I
had
love
no
that
idea
process.
what the focus was and I don't know what all of the things were on and I just clicked a button.
Right, you were just like, I'm going to take this picture, forget all the settings, and let's
Right.
let's pray for the best.
Right. Well, because there is no way to like, you just have to memorize what each setting looks like at certain distances and angles, and
Yep.
it's just a lot. Traditional's hard.
Yeah.
People are saying digital is definitely the way to go now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about tonight?
I don't think there is. I think we touched on pretty much everything. I don't. I'm excited to like hopefully get back into the new norm at some point this year. Um,
Yes.
and see what happens. I'm excited to see where the show leads for you. It's
Thank
really
you.
cool being able to watch you grow into like you in the last couple, like in the last year. It's, we're coming up on a couple months now. I'll be have had this title for a year and I've had some exposure with you guys, and
Hmm.
to see how much each one of the entertainers as an individual outside of drag has grown, as well as like the bonds that we've built like in drag is really cool when it like for the Boylesque
Totally.
family. Like
Yeah,
all the stuff
it's.
Chanel's doing and Jay and you and Maxie and Ani, like we're all just like out here doing it. And
Hmm.
the cool thing is that is as separated as we are, I've talked to Ani this week. Jay and I have messaged back and forth. I've messaged back and forth with Chanel. I haven't had a
Hmm.
chance to talk to Maxie much. Our schedules don't mesh up well ever, but I've heard that that's common. Um, People
Yes.
have trouble with me as well. I tend to try to keep myself really busy, but I'm happy that I was able to take this moment and be able to chat with you and catch up a little bit.
Me too. Thank you so much for joining me and wanting
Yeah,
to do
thank you for having
this.
me. Yeah,
Of course.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna scoot you over. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
oh,
it. Thank you, everybody.
yeah. Yeah, you have an amazing night, okay?
Yeah, you as well. All right. Bye.
All right. Well, that was Derek doing his thing. He's amazing. What a cutie. Oh my goodness. People are like, yes. Susan, I did see you. Yes. Thank you for watching tonight. I appreciate you. Um, oh, Nick said that Derek lifted, or Harley, I should say, lifted him up during a dark time before COVID. So that's amazing. I'm glad. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun. Um, yeah, sorry, my mind is processing. Let me talk to you guys about what else is going on this week. So, let's see. On Friday, oh, hold on, let me put me up here. So on Friday we have our One Hit Wonders show. Very excited about that. It is a our weekly virtual drag show. We are raising money for Dawn Farm, which, if you don't know what Dawn Farm is, it is local to Michigan, and what they do is they help recovering alcoholics, recovering drug addicts, and they give them the resources they need to just be a person again. And they're amazing, from what I've heard. And I'm very happy that we're doing this. If you haven't seen already, the reason that this one hits so close for us in this household is actually Jaden Black's father um, went to Dawn Farm and received some help from them before he had passed away as he was trying to get himself better. Unfortunately, it was a little too late for him. He passed away in 2003, which Jaden was always only 12 at the time, so that's a lot to carry on your shoulders at 12 years old. So this really hits home for her. So we're really trying to make sure that we raise some money this Friday. We're very excited. It's only $15 to watch. You get a full show. It usually lasts hour and a half to 2 hours. You get performances by Jaden, Maxie, Hershey, and Ani, and it's a really fun time for a really great cause. And again, they're doing one hit wonders. So those people who, they put a song out and that's the last you heard of them, or they put a song out and that's all you know them for. So we're definitely excited for that. You should definitely check it out. All the payment info is on the screen at the moment. We take Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. All you have to do is search Austin Moan, one word, $15. Include your email address so we know where to send the link. But yeah, so we're very excited for Friday's show. On Saturday, we have our weekly family friendly show, Learning with the Drag Queens, hosted by Jaden Black and Hershey Chocolate. I just want to show this basically because I love this banner. This banner is just, I'm so proud of this banner. Anyway, it's at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, we're raising money for Dawn Farm. It is free to watch. You can watch it the same way that you're watching this show tonight. We do ask that you donate $10 or more if you are able, just because, again, any money raised is split between our performers and the cause, which is Dawn Farm this week. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. They do music. They do a music lesson. They do performances. They do story time. They do a live Q&A with the kids. So if your kids have questions about drag, about life, about our pet dog, they can ask that in the comment section with your permission, of course. It is live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So you should definitely check that out on Saturday. Another show that we have coming up is not this Friday, but a week from Friday. The show is this is in place of what our normal agenda on Fridays, same time, same place. But what it is, it's called No Longer Silent. It's a virtual drag show featuring all performers of color. So hosting it is Maxie Chanel, Hershey Chocolate, Isaiah Cole. And what we're doing is we're raising money for April for her upcoming multiple sclerosis surgery. Tickets are through Eventbrite for this event instead of just the casual Venmo Cash App. and we are asking $30 per household, and the $30 is going towards April. Is going towards her surgery. She's stuck at that rough halfway point. We're trying to get her past it. So definitely consider checking this show out on September 18th. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have special guest Lana Savol and Avalisa Davenport, which if you have not seen Avalisa Davenport, you should check out this show. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited to kind of chill. Jaden and I get to sit back while we watch these just amazing entertainers bring their skills to the forefront of the Boyless stage and just do their thing. And we're very, very excited. So definitely check that out. So other than that, thank you guys so much. In weeks to come, we have some exciting special guests coming up. So if you watch this long, you get to hear who our special guests are. Next week, we have the amazing Nick slash Shiloh. We're going to be talking about his drag. We're going to be talking about the things in life he likes to do. I'm super duper excited for Shiloh. He's been doing all these different virtual shows. Also, we're doing it for his birthday. Come on, birthday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You should definitely check out next week. I'm very excited. The week after, drum roll. Oh, I'm so excited. I booked it today. Oh my God, I could cry. I'm so excited. So, not the upcoming week, but the week after is my birthday show week. So, one, that's already exciting. But two, we have my best friend Jenna joining us. And I'm so excited to see her through. It's going to be through the screen, but it's better than nothing. I miss her so much, and I'm so excited that she agreed to do it. So celebrating my birthday with me is my best buddy Jenna. We've been best friends since middle school, so we're gonna be sharing a ton of stories. So definitely come back on. I believe that's the 23rd. Come back, check us out on the 23rd. And so that's what we have for our next 2 upcoming weeks. I'm very super duper excited. Definitely check it out. I also, in the next couple days, have a very exciting announcement. Make sure you're watching my Riley J and Austin Moan pages for that exciting announcement if you don't follow them already. Or you can check out my Instagram, Riley J. I'm so excited for this announcement. I've been working on it for about a week now, and it's very exciting. I'm very thrilled. So my mom said Jenna. Yes, Jenna. I'm so excited for Jenna. Jenna, little baby girl. I love Jenna. Oh my gosh. I just can't stop talking about her. I need to stop. All right. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this lightened up your day a little bit for those who are having a rough day. And if it didn't, hopefully you find some light tonight. Take some time for you, okay? If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here to talk to. And I just hope you all have an amazing night, okay? Check out our Friday show. Check out our Saturday show. And I will see you all next Wednesday. You have an amazing week. Bye.